Something that they're open for. Right now, a lot of them stacked up towards the luggage area as well. They're definitely going to try and move in towards that Aqua side and continue their push. But for now, BDS, I think, still hunting for that first pick. And only this is where we're going to start to see the nades be utilized very, very heavily. I don't know if that was a missed nade from Renshiro or just checking that corner. Very pesky position for defender could play into. And Alems, there we go, right into the bomb site. He's eliminated the smoke and a nade as well. The projectiles are working for BDS.
BDS now going to try and get the plant down inside of Billiards. It looks as though he's not going to be challenged as the crossfire here coming in from BDS is just a little bit too good. Rafal's going to find himself 2 huge kills as we now enter a 4 versus 2. Muzi, he didn't have a great deal of health. He's going to fall on the cool vibe stairs. And now it all comes down to Julio in the 1 versus 4. Likely going to get pushed here by BDS as he retreats and makes his way over on into Sunrise. Going to be a very difficult retake for him. He does find 1 down, but Rafal comes in with the final kill. 3 frags in that opening round there for Rafal. BDS, they take round number 1.
A very heavy roam team where we know they will bring as many operators as they need to assist them with that playstyle. But having those 2 massive kills in the beginning has definitely helped them. BDS a little bit stunned now. They're not entirely sure where they want to go. Renshiro, though, finds a nice kill. I think that's through the flooring behind the Sunrise barn. Yes, it is. But they still have the sledge, which I think is the crucial point for BDS. It allows them to use that soft destruction, open up these different angles on the Sunrise. And there's another kill. Shaiko has responded, and all of a sudden, Ollie, that lead that NIP had, it's disappeared now.
The kill that Renshiro gets there onto Kamikaze is absolutely massive because now you don't need to worry about time.
Yep.
You've removed the smoke. You can now start to take your time and make sure that upstairs is open sufficiently. Get the sledgehammer out, use that to open up a lot of the floor, and really just start to pressure the defenders that are on site, because the ability now to burn 35, 40 seconds with Toxic Babe canister gas is no longer a thing. Pino looking to make a movement back on in, but BDS finds Psycho, shutting him down as well. After the first 2 kills not going in BDS's favor, they've responded quite nicely there, and they've got themselves into a favorable position. Julio's going to fall as well as Pino. He manages to find a kill over onto BDS. Essentially a 1 versus 2, but with the opportunity for Julio to be revived here. A swing comes out there, but Shaiko shuts him down. Hukaran decides to dip back just a vase. Lems is going to be underneath though, holding him, so Psycho not really got the ability to move all too far here. Pino is going to be playing cool vibe stairs, so has a chance to maybe swing onto a Lems, but as the pressure increases here on Psycho, he's in a bit of a do or die situation. Going to make the rotation and try and get himself back into Hooker and look to challenge from a different angle, but no, Kamikaze! He goes for a careless swing on the big window and gets shut down by Rafal. Julio comes in with a trade, and Nade will likely see Psycho finished off there. Pino is left to retreat. Still playing on the cool vibe stairs. Not a great position here for either team really to be in. That's going to make it a better one for BDS though, as a Lems swings in onto Muzi, picking up that all-important frag. Still a 2 versus 2. Renshiro down but not out. NIP don't really have any site control here. Sorry, they do have site control, but they don't really have any sort of positional advantage. There's still quite a lot of time left for BDS to execute.
All 3 of the BDS players are stacked up outside of the 1 doorway as well. I think Renshiro is going to bleed out. No, Pino will finish him off. They had that information that they did down Renshiro, but BDS with a massive kill onto Pino. And now Julio inside of the 1 versus 2, named as the Rock according to the analyst desk. Can he hold that? Can he hold that title? Let's see now. BDS taking their time. Julio thinking about where he wants to swing. He sees 1 move in, and there's the first kill. 1 more to find, though. Alems has to try and find it. Yes, he will. The wall buying rings true for BDS. 3-0, Ollie. They lead.
2 massive clutch rounds there for BDS as that opening engagement and win it. You know, it's not always a situation where there's 2 people pushing the 1 player. They're really doing a good job of winning that first head-to-head gunfight, but not able to get it over the line. Now this could be a little bit of a different circumstance. Muzi's actually found himself a second, but BDS, he's got himself all the way on into the site. He's just strolled on into kitchen, and he's going to start to confirm that plan. Psycho goes for a rotation, Lems shuts him down. We're now in a post plan. Sure, it's a 3 versus 4, but the kills keep coming in here for BDS as it all levels up with Rafal taking down Muzi. Julio now has to do something about this, and again, despite a good early round from NIP, they're looking pretty lackluster in the here and now. Alems with the cross manages to take down Kamikaze, finds himself a second. Alems is going to get them all, picks up 3 kills.
Wow.
Missed his shots there over onto Rafal. Instead, decides to get his chips and dip as he looks maybe to drop down into main atrium. Psycho going to be upstairs and maybe able to pick up some of these pieces.
Psycho, this is the aggression that we want to see, and Alarms is gone. NIP have got they've got everything going for them right now, Ollie. NIP were hunting for those early kills to eliminate the utility, and they have done just that. BDS, the old 1-2 punch from Psycho has worked a charm. And BDS now in a dire position, and the swings just keep on coming. NIP are sick of being dominated by BDS, and they want to get themselves around, and they'll get that. Finally, the Brazilians wake up and coastline.
Shaiko now going to start pushing himself down at Cool Vibe stairs. He's got drone information to work from. Does he know of the player inside a kitchen? Ooh, just a little shoulder going to give the game away there from Kamikaze, but he does make a successful rotation. Lems has been allowed to walk all the way on through, gets himself into blue bar and takes down Kamikaze. Pino now left wanting. He's going to desperately pre-fire through the wall, but a C4 from Julio is going to hit as Renshiro will fall.
Pino as well finds Shaiko, and now a 2 versus 4 that BDS have to pull out. It's Bride and Alems. Alems inside of blue bar has a yellow ping. Oh, you see the head, there he is, there's the Mozzie, and Alems will find that kill. Another swing as well coming in from Muzi on the warden, but decides to back away. BDS, it's a 2 versus 3, definitely still in reach of a potential round win for them. But right now, I think NIP, the clear favorites going into the final 30 seconds.
Little pocket Valkyrie camera there coming out from Psycho. Things you love to see in the final 40 seconds. Just gathering himself a slight bit more information. Alems likely going to have to just push on through, maybe meet his end. Pino going to be holding the long angle, shuts him down with the headshot from way down inside of lobby. Bride, he's in a tough spot. He's 1 versus 3 and there are only 15 seconds remaining. He's got multiple angles to check. Crossfires are being established. We can see the players on the side of NIP all buddying up there. It's going to be Psycho to find the last kill. NIP with 2 rounds in a row to close out their defensive phase. Is he going to burn the Suri gate there and just hold the cross? Psycho has rotated. He's going to be looking to try and apply some pressure as we have a bit of a 3-pronged attack here from NIP with Julio. Upside down repel on the big window. Not sure if he got a glimpse of somebody there, or maybe it was his teammate, but he's going to still continue to hold on to this angle as Psycho will burn the laser gate, gets himself on in. Maybe he's going to go for a plant up on the desk. The kills are going to have to come through first, though, and Alems grabs himself too. Kamikaze pushes on in desperately, but he's only got 3 seconds left. Bride, he's going to lock away that last kill. BDS take that round.
C4 and also Echo drones to go through. NIP again on their time management has not been good, but that nade is immaculate and will finish off. No, actually doesn't finish off. Bride, I'm surprised by that. The smoke is still alive, and Julio, Rafal, what was he up to? He just gives Julio the 3th kill of the tournament, and yeah, BDS now in a very poor position. Thankfully, Bride is alive now, but what on earth was Rafal doing inside of security?
Opening kill for a Monty. Not often that you get to see that. Psycho going to make it 2 as he finds a kill over onto Shaiko. Smoke canisters coming in now as Julio finds himself a second, shutting down Alems. Is he going to go and grab the 3rd? Renshiro does take down Psycho in the meantime, but Kamikaze has flooded on into sight. It's all now down to Renshiro, and in classic NIP fashion, they're planting with 2 seconds left. That is, of course, going to extend the timer, and Kamikaze will secure that plant. Renshiro in a tough old spot now as he's got to do the unthinkable. He has to retake Muzi. He's going to be the first to grab that kill. A tough old spot for Renshiro to be in. Questions have to be asked there of the defense on the side of BDS. Julio coming in with, what, 2 kills? Nuts.
Giving Kitchen up too easily to NIP. Here comes the Gemini for more information. And Psycho in a great position also to try and swing on and eliminate as many bodies as he can. Lem's actually rotated over towards the other side of the kitchen, but is not ready. Julio on the Cali, making it work for him. And all of a sudden, NIP have full map control. Psycho finds one, and the last man standing is going to be Rafal inside of office. He is sanctioned off from everything that he wants to try and hold down. Diffuser being planted, and well, this is about 50 different crossfires being held, and he falls. NIP, a flawless round.
C4 in the hands of Alems. There's still 3 Toxic Babe canisters in the hands of Bride.
Free nades as well, which I think NIP will start to utilize and find positions that they can get themselves set up for. Kamikaze will just go for the flashbang, checking for any potential ADS. Of course, they don't know. And oh, that's going to be a missed nade, though, I believe. And yes, Bride is still alive and well, going to smoke out, try and stop that push in towards Aquarium. The Lion Charge goes off, and here we go. The fun begins. A C4 out of nowhere, but somehow gets shot mid-air. Kamikaze on his belly, crawling his way through the bomb site. Bride, another kill, and oh, Julio gets shot down. Kamikaze all by himself, but the time is up. BDS, hold on for one more round. It's a nice angle onto that default rotation as well. If anyone tries to go in towards the kitchen, they will be cut down. Hops on a drone, and Julio gonna try and burn up any potential ADSs, and as we see, there is none, so that's going to be the smoke grenades popped in, and oh, a quick single window. Kitchen jump-in has occurred, but no, Bride is there to shut it all down. Julio walking straight in as fast as he can, and he's going to run right past him. He's toying with him. Julio, oh, the hip-fire pistol onto the head. Julio eats a C4 as well. Shaiko still trying to hold down the fort, but it's going to be advantage into NIP. There's a nade kill. They brought the Jaeger, and it still doesn't matter. Alam's in a 1 versus 2, up against the Monty. Up against Pino. Pino now picks up the diffuser. All he has to do is stick the plant. Julio, chase him, feed the information, find Alam, try and stop him, and there's the information. Pino gets off it, and NIP are still fighting for this win. Lambs has got his Echo drones in place, ready to try and deny either or, whatever side they want to go for. NIP, they have it ready for kitchen, have it ready for delivery. And Julio on that Monty, here he comes again. Last time he walked straight through the bomb site, being able to gain as much information as he could, but time is slowly ticking down for NIP, and Pino, oh, gets caught out, not ready for Bride. Muzi, though, has the refrag and still advantage for NIP. There's the Legion Mine. This could be the big decider. Julio now is constantly taking damage. He's thinking, wow, I have to get this out of my foot. You need to, as everyone's falling around him. Julio now goes for the kill. He will find, there has been a down, though. BDS still in lead. Muzi finds one, has to find another, but time is over. BDS, by the skin of their teeth, hold on, and they win Coastline.
Just waiting for a player to drop before letting it fly. It's going to have to travel directly over the reinforced wall. It's never an easy one to try and get. Pino, I'm not sure if the sound was maybe masked there, but he's certainly lacking some crucial information. It's one of those times where we just want to scream, just throw the C4, you're going to be fine. Yet the C4 is still firmly in his hand. Rafal can now look to try and make some holes inside of this church wall. Julio finds the first frag there over onto Shaiko as Rafal looks to cook a grenade and toss it on through, but there are going to be some ADSs there that are going to assist Pino in holding on to this crucial location.
Holes work both ways, and NIP are using that to full effect. And BDS, they have to try and climb into the bomb site any which way they can and rush in and find the kills. All of them stacked up towards main stairs. Julio trying to hold them back, but he will get eliminated. 10 seconds to go. Here comes the basement bloodbath. Bride eliminated. Psycho holding firm, holding that run in. And now NIP, all they have to do is sit back, relax, and let the time tick away for BDS, and that's exactly what happens. NIP holding basement firm. Along with Bride. Lambs finds the opening pick. That's going to be Psycho. Where was that from? Where was the Lambs hanging out? Just by the breach. Oh, it was a swing, perhaps. And NIP getting caught out by the Sophia.
I think Muzi's potentially been drawn there. Shaiko going to push himself up cash, but there's no intel here for the side of NIP. Finds himself a freebie onto Kamikaze, can dip back, destroy that Banshee. Muzi is going to be in such a crucial engagement here. Alems has just walked on in. Muzi and Pino respond, finding a couple of kills each, but it still leaves the advantage here with BDS, and the position of Muzi in the bottom of Garage isn't ideal either. He's going to drop and maybe look to make a rotation up blue as Pino's getting himself into a head-to-head gunfight here. Draws for the shotgun, going to go for the swing, shuts down Renshiro with the headshot, but gets downed himself. Muzi now having to push on through. A C4 from below, that's going to be massive. Bride, he's got 12 seconds, but he's still going to go for the plant. Muzi might know this, chooses not to revive Pino and not to push Bride. Two big decisions there that cost him a good couple of seconds. The plant has now been confirmed, but Bride, he can't actually make his way back out. He's scared of getting taken down there on the rotation. Not working off all too much information here. They're going to swing it one by one. They give him two 1v1s, but Muzi's better. Finds the headshot. You can probably hear NIP in the background. They're very happy with that one. That's a huge clutch there
for NIP, where they like to have this roam game. You have to kind of extend in towards construction, in towards the cash room and deny deny access and just don't give away early map control to the attackers. It is definitely a necessity. Muzi on top of the main stairs. He's got plenty of ADSs and a shield as well. And there goes the Wamai disc even. So much utility being fired in, and Pino's going to be one to open up with a C4 kill, and Psycho as well. BDS, they've thrown everything that they can at this defense from NIP, but it has not worked. They've lost 2 men. Finally, they have a bit of control, and Shaiko's going to need to go big. Can he see another one? No, he can't. Pino just about.
However unlikely it is, it's still doable that he's able to clutch this out. A Toxic Babe is going to cut off his ingress. Well, with only 15 seconds, as every second ticks on by, it becomes increasingly more unlikely that this is going to be a clutch for Brede, and it's more likely going to be an impactless frag at the best. He does go for the swing, but Muzi is there ready and waiting to shut him down. NIP really hurt BDS last time. This time Renshiro's got himself in. He's going to look to try and open up as much of this floor as possible. Rafal's going to go in with a grenade. It's not going to do any damage, but it could have removed a little piece of utility. I think it's potentially there for the Cade charge on the hatch. It's now going to give Brede the opportunity to get that open. It's a criticism we made in the previous round that there wasn't enough pressure coming in from that kitchen area. Shaiko going to get himself now down into Moto, as Blue is being pushed here by Alem. So a nice 2-pronged attack. In fact, make it 3 as Renshiro, he's going to be joining from Oil Pit as well. So Muzi really going to be feeling the pinch here, but Pino picks up the opening frag there over onto Shaiko, shutting him down inside of Moto. It's now a little bit less to worry about. Rafal, instead of opening up that wall, now has to plug that gap. He has to try and fill the hole that has been left behind, but Renshiro goes huge. Manages to pick up 2 as Muzi and Pino pretty much line up for each other. Julio does get a trade back with a C4 there over onto Alems and look to aggress on in a little bit further. Finds himself a second onto Renshiro. He's got a glimpse, he's got a chance, he manages to find the frag. Julio goes massive, picks up a quad kill there to keep NIP on a flawless streak here on Club. Of the 4 full rounds we've seen now into round number 5, they're not going for these aggressive swings. They're not going for these, careless challenges. Everything is considered and everything is really counted and measured. Alems will find the opener this time onto Muzi. Opening kills so far have only come off the back of Alems' gun. He's going to be able to find himself a second before getting shut down as 2 kills fly on in for NIP. Psycho decides to jump in on the action, taking down Rafal.
Great work by Alems, finding a double, and Kamikaze challenging with the SMG. Not favorable form in that engagement, and Shaiko picks up an easy kill. Still going to be a 3 versus 2, still potential now, a 2 versus 2 as Pino has picked up his own kill with the SMG. Psycho all by himself in the catwalk, ducking and diving every which way he can. The flashbangs rattle on out, but he's still here. He still can see as well as anyone else. Oh, I say that. He's been full blinded. Renshiro has to try and find him, and no, Brede is there to find him himself. Renshiro challenging on to that rotation, and Pino now in the 1 versus 2. If anyone can do it, it will be this man. Swings about 20 HP, but no, Brede. Massive round from the Thermite. He gets the kills where it's needed. That wall is extremely risky. I doubt we will see that.
Yeah, it's not ideal to be Maverick in that wall. It's usually a one-way ticket to watching cameras, as you're just going to get picked off with a C4 or you're going to get swung or something is going to happen. It's a long process to try and Maverick open a wall, and that adjustment, picking up that Cade charge and replacing it, is going to do quite a bit here for NIP. But Alems manages to make his way up through main stairs, swings for a second but gets shut down by Kamikaze as kills trade 1 for 1 here between these 2 teams. Brede going to go for a plant now. It is a soft wall there. Kamikaze has a chance, but the covering fire is there. That diffuser is now going to be locked on in. There's a C4 below, but it's coming in a bit too little too late as it's going to swing and miss just about everybody. Muzi now isn't working off any intel. Brede hasn't been able to move from where he planted. He stood directly on that diffuser. Nobody has any sort of information on that, and it's going to make it very difficult now for NIP to come away with a retake here. Muzi going to aggressively push his way on in, but he hasn't checked his corner. Brede's got the plant and a kill from exactly the same spot. 2 massive kills for NIP. This is very doable here. There's time to defuse, but no, Rafal takes down Pino, and Kamikaze is left in the impossible spot. Hiding outside, we can see the times tick down to 7. The last kill goes through as a trade. It matters not. There was not enough time to disable that diffuser, and BDS come away with that fabled 4-2 split. And we're at 35 seconds, and we're only just getting Moto Hatch open. Muzi maybe going to make a rotation now in through Kitchen, because I believe Kitchen Hatch will be open as well. BDS, they're in a good position to try and respond onto this one.
Not just a good position, a great position. It's still going to be a 3 versus 3 as Pino and Alems both get kills. Muzi now dropping down, dodges the flashbang and going in for the defuse now. Perhaps no covering off, and Renshiro will actually nail the defuse. We're on 5 seconds to go, and Echo is up as well. NIP just a little bit too slow. The construction door, which is the area that NIP want to try and execute on. They're going to try and attempt a bedroom take in towards Cash, and Shaiko does not care, almost finds the second. Oh, a bunch of kills come out. It's actually been a nade kill on the Kamikaze. Oh no, NIP, this is tragic for them.
We said that those nades would hit, but we didn't realize that they would be hitting friendlies. Muzi, unfortunate stuff, puts a few shots into Rafal, but it is not enough. A Lems with the swing, a lack of information here for NIP and Psycho in the 1 versus 4. The diffuser cold on the ground just to his left. He will be able to recover it if he likes, but look at the situation that he's in. He's getting pinged out by a yokai drone. He's able to push on through, finds it down and confirms it. Manages to find the first one. Now goes hella aggressive, vaulting over the shield, looking to make his way through the rotation hole, but he'd announced himself. A Lems shuts him down, and BDS, they look they're going to start to try and level things up as well, and they now look to try and pressure on into the site. Muzi, in fact, just going to waltz his way all the way on through. The Psycho is pressuring now into Logi. Renshiro going to be playing there as well. He's got some ping information. He knows that players are going to be coming on in, maybe calling for a C4 from below. A Lems is going to oblige. That can now be called out as and when it is required to be detonated, and at least Renshiro won't go down without at least the chance of a kill coming through as a trade. But Muzi from nowhere takes down Renshiro, furthering the advantage here for NIP. Now, in typical NIP fashion, they haven't got the most time in the world, but there is 30 seconds. It is time enough to work with here. Bride goes for a swing as well. It's shaping up to be a flawless as Muzi goes massive. Does get shut down by Rafal. Psycho has made his way into logistics. The C4 was not detonated, and a Lems will fall before he can do so. Rafal now left inside of the 1 versus 4. Psycho shuts him down. A successful gym and bedroom attack here from NIP.
Layered map. You have so many different things you need to check off. You have so many different angles, destructibility, all of the hatches. It is a real task, and Shaiko, as easy as you like with the C4, finds the kill on Pino. The first blood going in favor of BDS, and Ollie, that has been the real game changer for BDS. If they have the opening kill on this bomb site, it makes things a lot easier for them.
It really will. Psycho now forced to drop into Moto as he needs to advance his push. Alems see a huge chunk of damage, but Muzi going to come in with a trade over onto Shaiko. Now control of blue has been gained, and it's going to turn the heads of a few of these defenders as they try and stem the flow from that direction as well. Muzi not going to put too much pressure here, though. He knows that he's got time on his side. 20 seconds, in fact, to get his utility on through. A beautiful headshot onto Renshiro. He now knows that there's a player inside a dirt tunnel as well. He's going to shut him down as well. Finds himself the triple. Alems left in the impossible position. Julio comes in with a trade there, picking up that round for NIP. That's going to put them demo onto a match point. There's still a minute left, so there is an eternity in this round for these defenders to stave off the push, especially with such a significant man advantage. Rafal is unlikely to be able to make use of any of those yokai drones, as I imagine the pressure is just going to be a little bit too much, as Julio now starts to open the triple wall, looking to gain some more information and some more angles. Of course, gives Rafal an opportunity to try and peek on through. He's going to dish some shots out, but shots come back in return. Now Rafal's in a pretty tough spot. He's going to get flashed out and taken down there by Psycho. The pinch and the push coming in from NIP, and Bride in the 1 versus 5. He's inside a dirt tunnel, and I think Muzi knows exactly where he is. A plant is being attempted. There's control of Kitchen Hatch. There's everything going for NIP. A flawless round to close out Clubhouse here as we're going all the way. Pino's actually got a nice vertical angle here that he might be able to take advantage of. Lems is going to be inside of Piano, looking to open up that floor and cut off any defenders from being able to be in a position to try and deny the plant. Bride is going to go for the plant, but he's in fact going to get down straight away. The Toxic Babe canister and Julio coming in there to shut him down. There's going to be a phone call ringing on out, so all the defenders are going to be alerted, but Shaiko pushes his way all the way on through. Can he win the gunfight? No, does get taken out. Renchiro's grabbed the diffuser, but it's not going to be enough. Kamikaze able to find 2 as he shuts 2 players down on yellow stairs. Lems from above in the 1 versus 3 takes down Pino, but a Toxic Babe canister is going to cut him off. He still has 30 seconds to work with. The diffuser cold at the front of white van. How much information has Lems got in this moment? He is going to be able to recover the diffuser and look to push on through a little bit more aggressively. Feels like he's getting spotted out there as he's looking up and seeing if there is any pieces of utility. Julio with the final swing as Lems inevitably meets his end. NIP, a great defense there of Garrett. Kamikaze getting cut down there as he got forced and pushed into the corner. And with Lems having so much control of yellow, he's able to get some good chip damage onto a lot of these defenders.
He could easily plant.
Bit of a rotation is required here from NIP. We've still got Psycho playing inside of Cubby. There's going to be a run out there attempted, but Renshiro going to shut down Julio. The Psycho will find the frag over onto Lems. That now alleviates a lot of the pressure that was coming in, and Psycho can look to try and take out players that are coming in on the repel. Finds one, but does inevitably get downed there by Shaiko. The diffuser going to be beneath Shaiko. He could choose to try and recover that now, but Pino has instead got other ideas. He's going to be on the flank, making his way up these yellow stairs. He knows that there's a player about to hop on in. Pre-fires exchange from both sides. As we're locked into an equal 2 versus 2, Pino with a confident swing there, as he still has plenty of information, but Shaiko's been allowed to make his way to long desk. He's now inside a bathroom. He's showing up here, but Pino shuts him down. It's now a 1 versus 1. Pino versus Renshiro. Red ping as to the location of Renshiro's whereabouts. All is necessary is a pre-fire, but Renshiro's better. Swings and flicks, finds the headshot onto Pino. On Renshiro's lifeline as well. You know, you lose out on the breaching rounds. You're not able to deal with things as effectively. Julio there with the almost 1 pump onto Lems. It just required a second to finish him off. 2 kills there going in favor of NIP. Pino going to be playing upstairs in copy as well. Not sure if Rafal knows this, as Rafal is actually going to be on Spiral. Pino going to choose his time to strike quite wisely here as Julio's putting some shots in on the reverse vertical, but eventually will get taken down as 2 quick kills come in here from BDS. This is crucial stuff. Muzi down in the site as well. Puts a lot of pressure onto Psycho and Kamikaze now as Rafal can look to progress down this spiral staircase. Just looking to hold angles as he goes. Psycho maybe going to go for a bit of a retake of the top floor here. Breedy going to try and get the diffuser down. How much intel does Renshiro have? He's conscious that he's trying to cover the plant, but he knows that he's also getting pushed as well. Renshiro with the finishing kill over onto Psycho. He's going to leave Kamikaze in the 1 versus 3. He knows where the diffuser's down, but the SMG isn't too kind at those kind of ranges. Breedy, a plant and a kill will secure the round for BDS.
This time around, Ollie, they've realized that, and they're going to try and change it up. They're not going to try and force their way in through the triple wall. They're going to go for the room clear, which I think is a lot better of a decision.
Renshiro going to drone out Julio here. He's going to gather that information now. Does he know? Does he suspect the C4? Oh, Julio didn't have the required information. Lems takes down Muzi.
Hold on a minute.
Opening frag going in favor of BDS. It is responded to, as Lems will get himself taken down, but eventually Julio is shut down inside of Archives there, and a bit of a backside push can come through here. Shaiko takes loads of damage. You've got to get in. You've got to find the frag. He does. He shuts down Kamikaze. 3 versus 2 now as Pino. He's going to be flanking as well, so the flankers being flanked now, but Shaiko with the turnaround finds the frag over onto Pino. Brede doing what he does best, trying to confirm that plant. Psycho inside of the 1 versus 3. Very doable for him here, especially now that he's been able to pick up the first one. 1 versus 2 now. As he looks to push on through. Brede playing directly on the plant, but Psycho shuts him down, able to get himself on. Is he going to try and stick this? Where is Rafal? Why is Rafal not pushing? Psycho does come off momentarily. There's still a little bit of time to play with here, but you've got to be conscious of that 7-second timer. Rafal shuts him down. Psycho gets taken out there. It's a brave challenge to be going on, you know, challenging anybody on the upside down repel, but then challenging Ash, challenge Shaiko, is usually going to end one way. Renshiro picks off Pino as well, so it gives an advantage for BDS for the time being. Shaiko's actually got himself on into sight and is looking to try and pressure Clash a little bit. Muzi shuts Renshiro down as Renshiro was switching into the lifeline there, trying to aid and assist Shaiko in dealing with the Clash. However, the Clash will be alive for another day, but Shaiko will not, as Muzi takes him on down. The scrappy gunfights ensuing here. Lems left in the 1 versus 3 against a Clash, never a position you really want to be in. Clash able to zap and call out and give direct pings as to Lem's whereabouts, and he's probably not going to get close enough to the Clash to be able to do anything about this. Default camera still up as well, does manage to get some shots in and shut him down, but the covering fire is there. Trades galore here for NIP as they respond with another defensive round.
They were on him, weren't they? Straight away. Simply by throwing a Candela in his direction. Shaiko actually getting a little bit aggressive, pushing down yellow. Still a little bit cautious, though. There could be somebody else flanking. And Kamikaze has went for a challenge when Shiro has punished him. Kamikaze, you didn't need to leave your position. And now that may cost NIP. They're missing out on the smoke. They're missing out on the man at pipes. And right now for Team BDS, everything is going in their favor.
It was a power position to give away there. The Candelas are going to come in under the cover of smoke. Brede going to try and get that plant down as the covering fire is there. Shaiko finds one, but Julio responds. The diffuser is confirmed, and now BDS can retreat outside. 3 versus 3, but don't be deluded. That is a very difficult scoreline to come back against here. NIP now have to try and retake. Psycho going to make a full rotation upstairs. These are seconds that NIP may not have here. He's going to try and get some shots down, at least put some pressure onto the player, inevitably playing outside, trying to cover that plant. Brede takes down Pino. C4 will come in and grab her down, but Brede gets himself a second. Psycho, he has to go massive here. He's 1 versus 2. There's 10 seconds left. It's not going to be enough. Brede does it all in the post plant. Minute, no one on the side of BDS is feeling much of a reason to, though. They don't need to be moving all too much in this regard. There's one Argus Cam just going out there to lock off anybody from running out of the main double door downstairs. Circle desk. Rafal opens things up with a kill over onto Muzi. Psycho does manage to get one back as a straight trade, keeping everything nice and even for the time being. I worry, Demo, about the lack of presence over on this west side. It's a very one-dimensional push here from NIP, and there's still vertical to worry about. Nobody has given any thought to Renshiro.
I think they need connector control as well, which is what they don't have, and you're allowing Shaiko just to quick peek you all day long. Kamikaze will now go in for the plant, and this is where BDS have to try and jump onto it. They will clear him out. A C4 lands from Renshiro. 2 massive kills, and now NIP up against it. Both of them towards the balcony, both jumping in and getting slaughtered as they do so. Pina will try his best. He eliminates one, but will not find the lambs. BDS, as easy as you like, holding it down. That is your typical defense for the meeting. Angry wants to get all the kills and give his team a foot up. But again, Ollie, even though NIP have 2 opening kills, I still am never at ease with them. A 3v5, that usually means BDS will win the round. I'm just never going to sit comfortably in a 3v5 that NIP have. Never.
I think you'd be right to do so, Demo, but that is going to increase to a 5 versus 2 now as Pino finds a great rotation kill there over onto Alems. It's going to be a tough ask here for Brede and Rafal as the 2 remaining players on site. In fact, Brede isn't even on site, sorry. He's at the bottom of yellow stairs in garage. Rafal has been droned inside of antechamber. NIP still moving very cautiously here, despite this huge advantage, despite all the map control they've been able to get. It's still taking them a good deal of time to execute onto these final 2 players, and I can only think that they're lacking information here. But Psycho, he knows where Rafal is, as he is able to pick up that kill as a nice little headshot. Julio going to be holding the rotation now as well. It's very unlikely for Brede to be able to make his way actually up and impact this at all. He is going to have a chance there at shutting down Kamikaze, but the Evil Eye is going to be destroyed. Pino takes him out there with the shoulder cover. A flawless round there for NIP. That is what we needed to see.
Up that sledge work, which is expected, of course. Being able to clear out in towards White Van is definitely something you need to think about. And they've managed to scare away Shaiko for the meantime. So, NIP, this is looking like your typical attack that you would expect to see every single time. Let's see if they can execute and pull off. Well, Shaiko gets caught out. His foot gets exposed, and Pino will punish him. 30 seconds to go. Kamikaze, gonna try and stick a plant.
Kamikaze looking to try and nail that diffuser down to the floor. Alems is still the unknown factor here as the plant does go down, but Muzi has a 6th sense. He's able to pull away from that yellow stairs hold and take down Alems. It's going to be very difficult here for BDS to try and retake onto this, especially if they all keep swinging Muzi like that, as he finds himself a second, gets himself a down over on, sorry, Rafal gets the down over onto Pino as he tries to level things back up here, but 4 versus 2 with the plant down in front of White Van. it's going to be super difficult to try and retake this. Rafal, though, try as he might, does take down Julio. Psycho and Muzi come in with those final 2 frags. A big round again for NIP here. They're looking to level us up over on the smoke canisters and the asphyxiating bolts and the fire arrows without pushing off the back of it and capitalizing. I feel like there maybe was an opportunity to plant there, but the time once again ticking away as they were a little bit too hesitant on doing so. Instead, it's going to come down to gunfights as a really extreme push comes in from Muzi and Psycho, and they're able to find pretty much all of the frags. Renshiro now left in the 1 versus 5. Again, such a great man disadvantage. A big 1vx for a player on the side of BDS to be dealing with. Kamikaze just comes off the plant momentarily there. Renshiro could find himself a couple of kills here, but he's got information, but can't find the frags. Muzi, flawless round. NIP, they level things up. They take us to 5
engagements. Maybe shouldn't have shot that drone. Maybe could have been a missed drone there for NIP, but still gives himself away. So BDS have very loose control off the top floor, if any control off the top floor. Even a Lem's coming back. Maybe a retake of the top floor. This should be interesting to see BDS pull this one off.
Muzi looks like he's going to be aware, and he is. He's going to find one over onto a Lems. A beautiful flick onto the top of Spiral Stairs. It's now going to free everything up, and Rafal knows he has to push it back down to site along with Renshiro and just defend what they have got left. Muzi pushing himself down these Spiral Stairs now. Renshiro just looking to open up a rotation, but he's going to pay for it with his life as Muzi finds himself a double. Kamikaze comes in. It's not quite going to be a flawless round, but it's nearly as good as. Rafal has information, going to go for a swing, finds one, can't find the second. Julio comes in. NIP, match and series.
What I think has been different is it's still an even man count. It's still 5 versus 5, so BDS haven't really gave NIP anything to go off. And oh, Shaiko, what a push. Knows that the Ashe is going to try and target the Banshees, and whenever that gets fired out, Ashe is going to be in a state where she cannot pull out the weapon, and Shaiko has the punishment ready. A great opening pick for BDS, and that could be detrimental to NIP.
It's going to be the lack of a gun and the lack of ability to destroy any more of those Banshees. Shaiko now has retreated to Pipes area. He's going to try and hold on through the hatch. He's got a chance at a bit of an engagement here as shots do beat our exchange, but no, instead going to swing over onto Psycho. E1D going to come out, but it's going to be a bit too little too late as the advantage is firmly with BDS now. Pino goes for a desperate drop, but that's all it will ever be. Shaiko is on a triple kill. He's stepping up here when his team need it. BDS going to be playing tight to the breach, probably going to find himself one here. Kamikaze gets one as a trade. Alems picks up 2. The Shaiko and the Alems show. It keeps NIP off a match point, and it takes us to an overtime.
Shaiko being that big, massive attacker for them. Yeah, Muzi out of the picture early on. It's going to spell doom for NIP this round.
We can see that BDS have managed to make a full rotation back down into the site of Lems and Shaiko. They've wasted enough of the round now. There's only 35 seconds left. It's time to take up those powerful positions. Brede has made his way over into Bathroom. Not sure quite how he's managed this. He's going to get a chance at one, but is beaten to the punch by Shaiko. Will instead take a kill over onto Psycho. There's 2 kills going in favor of BDS before anything is responded to. Really isn't the position that NIP want to be in now with 15 seconds to go. Julio laid prone. He has the breach to go off, but is really unable to find anybody. Nobody on the side of BDS wanting to peak this. They want to guarantee this first round of overtime here. Toxic Babe canisters come out, and that's all we need. The curtain has been drawn on this round, and BDS are going to take it. They take the lead here in predictable there. No information for Rafal in that instance. Now, that's the real power of the Mute Mozzie combination here. You can look at how many drones BDS have got left. They've got 1 drone in pocket left.
Alems pushing his way up towards yellow. Let's see if he can make it happen again. That yellow control is very loose, but here comes the clash, and Kamikaze is there to greet him. He gets eliminated at Julio with a shotgun inside of office. He's been allowed to wander about the bomb site, and it has costed him Psycho as well. A 1 versus 5, no chance for BDS. NIP push it all the way. Another flawless round for NIP. Challenging on towards connector window. Julio reloads the weapon, perhaps another peek. Pino finds Shaiko, and all of a sudden BDS are crumbling at the seams. Renshiro tries his hand at a run out. He gets eliminated. Alems as well. He's all by himself, a 1 versus 3. He's downstairs, fighting back as much as he can, but no! NIP Psycho finishes him off. What a hard-fought victory for NIP. Besting BDS, the clear favorites in this matchup. Brazil stands tall against France.